What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike Brooks from Mike's Madden School, and today we are going to talk about how to make videos without showing your face. That was one of the questions I got in my Q&A. I saw that it was, I don't know how to make videos without showing my face, because they didn't think they had a face for camera. So today we're going to give you some ideas on how to do that. Now, there's plenty of ways to do it, and we're going to go over a couple of my favorites. Without further ado, class is now in session. So in today's video, what we're going to go over is 3 simple methods that you can use, that anybody can use, to make faceless videos on YouTube. Now, before I go into that, the first thing I'm going to say is none of these methods are going to have anything to do with you copying someone else's content and reposting it. Man, let me tell you, I cannot stand those type of videos. Oh my goodness. It irks my nerve. Please tell me tell me below in the comments I am not the only one that really hates the duet type videos when someone else is doing all the work and you got another person on the side just kind of looking at you funny and then pointing to the video. That is not cool, and I don't even, from my knowledge, I don't believe you can monetize those type of videos. So I say stay far away from those videos. Even if you're allowed to do it, that's fine without getting any copyright strikes. I still don't believe those videos get monetized that easily. So stay far away from those videos, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So the first method where we're going to talk about today is talking about what's on your mind. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, why would anybody listen to me, or why would anybody know what's on my mind? Well, contrary to popular belief, people like listening to like-minded people. So that can go for anything that you like talking about. So I'm a gamer, so there could be a new game coming out and I want to talk about that game. I can just start talking about that game, and people will listen to what I have to say. And depending on how many views you get, how many followers, it could get some traction, because everybody likes to hear different people's opinion, no matter where that's from. So you could be talking about sports, talking about your favorite sports team. You could be talking about the news, being the political realm. You could be talking about entertainment. You could be talking about anything that's on your mind. So part of what I like to do is not only tell you what to do, but I like to show you how to do it as well. There's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm a gamer myself. Anytime I want to talk about something, I can use gameplay footage as an overlay and then use a voiceover to talk about whatever I want to talk about, whether it be that game or anything. I could, just like I have the game overlay here, I did this purposely to show an example, and then I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. So right now we're talking about faceless videos, and I have the Spider-Man gameplay overlaying. So for gamers, this is very easy to do. If you want to specifically talk about the game, you could be doing it while recording your gameplay right on your PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever you're using. All you have to do is just hit record and make sure your mic is on, and you could be playing the game, talking about whatever you want to talk about, whether that be that game's review or another topic that you want to talk about. And then you can save that recording and then transfer it over to your computer and upload it to YouTube. So even if you're not a gamer and you don't want to use gameplay footage, you just want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, and you may want to use some stock photos to kind of illustrate your particular topic. So the easiest way to do that is come to canva.com. They have free videos and stock photos, but if you want their whole library, it's only $12 a month. And it's a trust me, it is worth the investment, because this is what I use to make my thumbnails. This is what I use for my videos. It is 100% worth the investment. So a cheat code in order to do this is not to go in video. I wouldn't recommend making videos in Canva unless it's going to be something shorter than a minute. If it's going to be anything longer than a minute, like a longer than a YouTube short, then I wouldn't recommend making it in Canva. You can just make it on your regular video editor on your computer. But what you want to use is the actual videos that they have in Canva, and I'm going to show you what that is. So if you click on YouTube thumbnail here, after going in the social media category, click on YouTube thumbnail. It's going to come up here, and then there's going to be a category. This is the canvas here. There's going to be a category on this side for videos. Okay, so now these are all different videos that you can use, and you can search any type of video. So let's say you had a wedding story that you wanted to talk about. So I can put wedding, suggest it, and now there's all types of stock videos for wedding. So we got one right here. You just take it and you drag it, and now that's a wedding video for your stock video that you want to lay over and you want to do a voiceover for. And you can put all bunch of these together, and you see it's 17 seconds, 18 seconds. So there, you know, depending on how long your video is, you can kind of put them over top of whatever topic that you're talking about, and it keeps the retention of your audience because there's video switching and it actually coincides with what you're talking about. The next thing you're going to do is just you're going to click on share, and then you're going to click on download, and then you make sure it's on MP4 video, and then you would just click download, and you would want to put a separate folder for this particular video, so that way you can put them all in one place and you can put them together when you overlay that particular video. Now my suggestion is, before you get all the videos, is you want to record your voiceover first. So there's one or two things you can do. You can either use the video editing software. Hopefully that video editing software that you're using has a narration function to where you can just record your voice. But for whatever reason, if it doesn't, let's say you're using some type of Windows free editor or something like that, and they don't have the narration feature, you could just go to Audacity. Now if you don't know what Audacity is, basically, just like it says right here on the screen, it's a free open source that you can use on any platform where you can record your voice or music or whatever you want to record, and it works perfectly with any software. And like I said, you can download on Windows, Mac, or Linux computers, and it is free to use and very simple. So basically, when you download it, you open it right up, and then you record your voiceover, and then you can edit, take out any ums or uhs or whatever you want to do and make it sound good, and then you upload it to your video editing software, and then you can add the videos that we added on Canva to lay over the top of it, and voila, you have a instant, easy to use faceless video. And there's tons of video tutorials walking you step by step on how to use Audacity. It is very easy to use, so I wouldn't stress over that. The next method we're going to talk about is basically speed video with voiceover or just music. Now this is very simple to do. Basically, this works really well if you're in art and you're drawing, or you are doing a do-it-yourself project where you're building something, or you're putting things away, or you're like reorganizing and doing things like that. Something that may take 30 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe even longer. You record yourself doing it, and then you use the timer on the video editor to speed up the process, so you can make an hour video turn into 5 to 10 minutes. And then you can either add music voiceover, a music layover, or just voiceover recording your voice talking about what that particular item is, maybe breaking it down, maybe doing the instructions of whatever you are doing. Next, I'm going to show you an example. I got a permission from a friend of mine. She just started her channel, and she's doing really good work off the first couple of videos that she made. The channel is called Cheeky's DIY, and it's a speed video just like I was telling you about, and here it is.
Updating an old 70s countertop, you want to make sure that the surface is nice and clean and measure out your paper. I'm using some Windex, putting on there. Make sure it's not too much. I notice too much makes it almost not stick. And then you're taking some paper towel, you're squeezing really tight, taking some paper towel and getting the excess Windex, I then make some slits around the sink, as you can see, and I'm using a card with a sharp razor and taking it all the way around, meeting those slits, and that's what's making it tight up against the sink. And this took several tries. This is actually my 4th roll, so you can transform your sink, but you do have to have a lot of patience and trying some different techniques that work for you. It's still not perfect, but it is a great transformation.
And there you have it. It's not a very hard technique, and as you can see, this particular one was a YouTube short. You can make them as long or as short as you desire, and I highly recommend these types of videos if you're in a space to where you're actually physically doing work, drawing, work in the yard, work in a DIY project, DIY project. It's like the hardest thing to say. DIY, do-it-yourself project. Okay, if you're doing a do-it-yourself project or something like that, that is probably the best type of video to make, and you will get a lot of traction with that type of video. The last method is almost like the second method, but you're just not going to speed up the video. It's just basically showing your hands while you're working or while you're playing an instrument or drawing or something like that. So you can actually basically show it in real time, but you're doing a voiceover. Maybe you're instructing them how to play and you're kind of just showing your hands. I've seen these type of videos when someone's playing at the piano, when someone was drawing and they're just trying to basically describe what you're drawing and how to draw a certain item, and all different types of ways, working, gardening, things like of that nature, basically where they're just showing your hands in real time. Very simple to do. Highly recommend it if you want to make these type of videos without showing your face. So that is it. That will conclude the video for today. I will link all the references that I spoke of in the description below the video. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the comments. If you have any other videos that you want me to make as far as a Q&A to start your YouTube channel, also put that in the comments below, and I'll compile a list and start getting on those videos today. So thank you guys for watching. Please be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Always take an Uber. Class is dismissed. Have a great weekend.